Thursday, but as we are reunited with the rest of the world, it won't be a return to pre-pandemic life. Several requirements will remain in place. Eric Lee is the Managing Director of Oz World Travel and is live with us from Nine Plaza. Thank you for your time, Eric.
Oh, thank you, Mon. How are you going?
I'm going very well, thank you. First, can we start? Just tell us, how much have the past 2 years decimated the travel industry?
Yeah, it is tough. Yeah, airline and travel industry have been doing tough for the last 24 months, and many travel agents remain in their roles. And doing all their best to continue to serve the customer for all the unresolved issue. And even they have started up with home-based travel agent as well. So.
An influx of people is expected to come here. What restrictions are there on travellers coming into the state?
We're expecting all incoming passengers must be fully vaccinated, and with 2 doses for international arrival, and minimum of 3, including the boosted dose, eligible arrival, together with G2G Pass and all the apps, and downloaded all their mobile phones, such as G2G Now and Services WA app.
So they need to be ready to go when they come through. Are you seeing a lot of West Aussies keen to travel out of WA? And where are they going? What do they need to know?
We only see a little bit of UK, Europe and USA traffic at the moment, but we don't really see a major traffic for holiday makers going out to Asia and all that. So, yeah.
So there's still a little bit of hesitancy there?
That's correct, yeah, because many countries, especially Asian countries, have some form of restrictions as well as a quarantine system in place.
What are you seeing when it comes to pricing? There are concerns of airline price gouging.
We are actually gradually seeing some good pricing coming back into pre-pandemic level. And in a matter of fact, it's all about demand and supply. And we're seeing like Singapore Airline, they are introducing 17 services weekly, and some like Malaysian Airline Malindo double weekly at the moment. So, but unfortunately, we don't see the return of Cathay Pacific, Garuda or Thai Airways are returning as yet.
Eric, we've been asking our viewers to send in their questions today. This one from Denise Jones. I'd like to know, what are the chances of cruising this year from or to Fremantle?
This particular question got to be asking the government, because we are still waiting for the Transport Minister to give that green light for Australian cruising.
The cruise industry has been one of the hardest hit in this pandemic. How important is it that cruising comes back?
Yeah, we just got to wait until our Australian Tourism Minister to have further announcement on that. Yeah.
Janet Gandhi asks, will I still need a G2G pass to travel to Cairns in June?
I would believe that G2G pass will remain for many more months to come. Unfortunately, this is one of the procedures we have to live with in the future.
Similar question from John Mitchener, who asks, when does the Premier intend to get rid of the G2G pass into WA? We don't think it's anytime soon, Eric. That is your understanding, is it?
That's correct, yeah, not anytime soon.
Andrew Whitewood says Mark McGowan may reimpose restrictions while we're out of the state. Is this a concern many would-be travellers have?
I think it would be, yeah, because it's just, there's still a lot of uncertainty globally, actually, especially like China or Hong Kong. They are still under a very strict lockdown at the moment. I mean, great restriction at the moment with the quarantine system 21 days in place.
Desley Turner is travelling to Canada and asks, what tests do we need to do and how much time before we depart do we need to test?
Usually, most of the destination will require 72 hours, but then majority of the destination now starting to reduce it down to 48 hours. If red test, some country might be down to 24 or even 12 hours if red tests.
Todd BP wants to know, how do we document test results so they are accepted by the airline and the destination?
Internationally, at the moment, it's going to be done by professionally, like either clinical lab or clinical path, those kind of supervision, clinical testing. But domestically, I think red test, you can actually simply do it yourself at the moment.
Right, but at present, you need a PCR.
PCR for international travel, that's correct.
Rebecca Yarandan is asking, can you travel without being vaccinated?
Not really, not for tourist status. But I don't really see that the vaccination will be taken off the list. So I think majority of the people still be required to be fully vaccinated at this stage.
Eric Lee, really appreciate your time this afternoon. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Mon.
Turning to sport.